evening and welcome to the evening news for today, Thursday, June 23, 2022. I am Jemima Holmes. Thank you for tuning in. Now let's take a look at some of the lead stories tonight. President Ali touts vaccine factory medical research for Guyana. Work on gas to shore project already underway, says Minister BHARRAT. Series of interventions planned in response to flooding, says VP JAGDEO. 12-year-old found with narcotics in class. Kitty youth wanted for setting couple on fire arrested. And delay in materials to print passports affecting immigration services. Now for the news in detail. President Dr. Irfaan Ali has said Guyana will be seeking to develop the framework and infrastructure to not only build a similar facility to BioNTech's mRNA's vaccine factory in Kigali, Rwanda, but to encourage investments in medical research and development. The head of state attended on Thursday the launch of the vaccine factory in Rwanda's capital city, which will enable the African nation to jumpstart its own manufacturing. The Guyanese president is currently in that country for the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting. Vanu Manichand has the details in this report.
President Dr. Irfaan Ali said Guyana is looking to head in the direction where it is able to develop the framework and infrastructure, not only to build a similar vaccine facility, but also encourage investors in research and development in the medical field to come to Guyana as a medical hub. This way, he noted, the country will be able to develop vaccines and treatments for diseases such as malaria. But the head of state noted that this will require right regulatory, legislative, and institutional framework and the support of countries like Rwanda and Ghana, who have already chartered the way. As such, bilateral discussions are already on the agenda with these two African nations. President Ali said, quote, "We can work with these countries in building our regulatory framework, our institutional framework, and developing the training facility that will ensure we have highly skilled and capable human resources to transition into this new field and to transition into this new area of developmental opportunity that we want to bring to Guyana." End quote. The Guyanese leader went on to outline that the COVID-19 pandemic taught the importance of every region being vaccine secure. To this end, he said Guyana and Barbados will be aggressively working together with the innovators, researchers, and developers in advancing this goal. Meanwhile, President Ali also stated that the intention is to bring the local players in the pharmaceutical industry in Guyana together in a consortium with the regional and international actors to generate the capacity needed. He reminded that part of Guyana's development trajectory in diversifying the economy is to invest in the knowledge sector and to invest in health care and education as a great export earner for Guyana. Reporting for the Evening News, Vanu Manichand.
Work on the gas to shore project, which will see pipelines being erected from offshore to Wales on the west bank of Demerara, is already underway. And according to Natural Resources Minister Vikram Bharat, physical manifestations of that work will be visible by next year. Here is that report from Rupa Sinarayan.
During the set turning for the Vredenhoop shore-based facility, the Natural Resources Minister explained that work on the project, inclusive of mapping the pipeline route, has already begun. He assured that the contract to construct the power plant would be awarded by year-end.
I want to say to you that that project has already started. You might not see physical work as yet, but there is a lot of work happening behind the scenes. We have already mapped out the pipeline route coming in from Crane all the way down into Wales area. Alistair and team has been working from offshore coming in. And next year I believe we will start seeing some physical work. Before the ending of the year, we will award a contract to a company to start construction of the power plant. So it is not something that we are speaking of all the time, or is a pipe dream that we're trying to sell people or a campaign promise again. It is something that will happen before the election.
The minister also explained that once it is finished, the project will ensure that power outages are a thing of the past. The benefits of the project will also include the slashing of electricity bill by half of what Guyanese are currently paying. Meanwhile, BHARRAT also responded to persons who have been critical of the government's decision to land the gas-to-shore pipeline in Wales.
Why can't we put a power plant in Wales as opposed to any other area? Isn't Wales an area where people who are Guyanese are living too? They don't deserve to benefit too, especially with the closure of the sugar estates and so many people being unemployed. Wales was decided as the best area because you also have access to the Demerara River. And it's not only about the power plant or the NGL plant. It is about the industrial manufacturing park that will be built out or built around the power plant in Wales area. Because we want to move our country forward. And the only way we're going to move forward is if we venture into the value added.
The timetable is to deliver gas by the end of 2024 and the NGL plant to be online by 2025. As such, during the first half of the year, Exxon was expected to source the materials and pipelines so that they are available for when construction starts later this year. The scope of the $900 million gas-to-shore project consists of the construction of 225 kilometers of pipelines from the Liza field in the Stabroek Block offshore Guyana, where Exxon and its partners are currently producing oil. Rupa Sinarain, The Evening News.
Here again is Rupasina Ryan, this time to report that in light of the current high volume of heavy rainfall, followed by flooding across the country, Vice President JAGDEO has announced that the government has a series of interventions planned to bring relief to those affected.
Vice President Dr. JAGDEO acknowledged the unusually high volume of rainfall currently experienced in Guyana, resulting in several villages being inundated. This, he noted, is being addressed by government with the aim of alleviating the burden on affected stakeholders.
We're very conscious of the difficulties people have in their communities with infrastructure and with livelihoods, etc. And just today, we have seen some really horrific images coming from the hinterland, where their rivers are all overflowing and flooding massive areas and communities in the hinterland. The government is planning a series of interventions in these areas as much as we can do. We cannot prevent the water from the rivers rising and flooding some of these areas. But we're going to work on alleviating the concerns of many of the residents.
However, Prime Minister retired Brigadier Mark Phillips via a press statement had indicated that along with assessing the affected communities, the government through its respective agencies will deliver hampers, purification tablets, and collapsible 1-gallon bottles. He added that the Health Ministry is prepared to deal with any flood-related or waterborne diseases that may arise. Visits to affected communities would have commenced on Wednesday. A comprehensive update provided by the Civil Defense Commission indicated that water was decreasing in some areas but rising in others. Region 7 had a high water level as a result of the overtopping of the Cuyuni River, and Chenapao in Region 8 is enduring a similar outcome due to the overtopping of rivers there. Reports from Region 9 indicated that over 180 households and 15 farms have been impacted by flooding. Meanwhile, in Region 10, reports from Kokwani indicated that the Berbice River is approximately 2 feet above the river bank, which has resulted in over 200 households being affected. Parts of Regions 1, 3, 5, and 6 were also impacted.
20-year-old Kevon Sandy of Republic Drive, West Kanji, Berbice, and Prince Todd, also 20, of Sandvoort, West Kanji, Berbice, were arrested on Wednesday by ranks of the Customs Anti-Narcotics Unit with a quantity of ganja. Based on reports received, drug enforcement officers conducted an operation at Sandvoort, West Kanji, Berbice, Region 6, during which they intercepted 2 males. One of them was carrying a bulky salt bag at the time of the operation. A subsequent search of the bag revealed 3 parcels of cannabis. The 2 young men were taken to Kanu headquarters, where the 3 parcels of ganja, when weighed, amounted to 5.33 kilograms, which has a street value of approximately 1.6 million. The duo remains in custody pending charges. According to statistics provided by the Guyana Police Force, Region 1 has recorded a 22% reduction in serious crimes when compared to the same period in 2021. In this Amar Prasad report, you will hear that the region has also seen a significant reduction in cases of rape, which was one of the most prevalent issues last year.
This is according to the commander of Regional Division 1, Superintendent Himnot Saw, during a recent episode of the Guyana Police Force program, Police and You.
So far, with respect to crime, I can tell you for January to date, we are operating at a 22% reduction in serious crimes as compared to the same period last year.
The commander also revealed that there has been a 54.5% decrease in rape, which was one of the most prevalent crimes in the region in 2021.
What is even more interesting, Mrs. Stan, and I'm pleased to report this to our viewers, rape, which used to have been a sensational crime and continues to be a sensational crime, has reduced by 54.5% for the year 2022 as compared to 2021. And if I'm to go a little further, in 2020, a total of 6 rapes were reported. For 2021, a total of 22 rapes. We do appreciate that because of the sensitization programs which were initiated that caused several persons to have the confidence in the police and to report their matters to us, that was what gave rise to an increase. But those sensitization programs continue until today. And I'm pleased to report that for 2022, we have only had 10 reports, all of which have been investigated, and 2 cases have been made so far in terms of convictions.
He noted that the cases of rape had previously climbed to high rates due to the lack of confidence by victims in the police force.
One of the things that contributed to the scourge, as you described, was the fact that what existed before was an image of the force that was not fully appreciated by the people. And that could have been resulted because of unprofessionalism, because of excessive use of force, because of intimidation, and many other factors.
However, he added that with their new training initiatives, the ranks will collaborate with the community as a way of building trust. The commander highlighted that there are other plans for the region which will see the reduction of serious crimes in the region. For the evening news, Amar Prasad.
Coming up, 12-year-old found with narcotics in class, and Kitty youth wanted for setting couple on fire arrested. Do stay with us. More news ahead.
Your child needs nutrients every day. Enfagrow has DHA and iron, which supports your child's mental development. Enfagrow has components which cow's milk does not contain. Support your toddler's growth and complement their diet with Enfagrow. Let's fuel the wonder.
This product is not intended to be a substitute for breast milk. Mental development depends on various factors such as stimulation and adequate nutrition. Commercial cow's milk does not contain DHA but contains calcium and other nutrients.
The International Monetary Fund has thrown its support behind Guyana's plans to bring down electricity costs through the landmark Gas-to-Energy project. This project is being supported by ExxonMobil and is expected to bring great relief to the people of Guyana through a massive reduction in electricity costs.
The International Building Expo is the only expo of its kind in the Caribbean, fostering homeownership and catapulting the construction sector with innovative and sustainable building practices, creating and advancing linkages among local, regional, and international stakeholders. It's the new frontier for building a One Guyana. The International Building Expo, commencing from July 22 at the Guyana National Stadium. Register now at www.buildingexpo.gy.
Planning a cleanup? We can help. Sevon's waste management skip bins can be provided for home renovation projects. yard cleanups, or construction sites. It's simple. Step 1, just pick up the phone and give us a call. Step 2, we deliver the skip bin size of your choice. Step 3, load the skip with all of your junk. And finally, Step 4, we take it all away. It's that simple. Bins are also available in various sizes, so there's no job that's too big or too small. Call Sevon's Waste Management today at 218-1455 or 218-1150.
With unlimited games to choose from, you can be a winner with Superbet. Choose from our virtual sports, live betting, sports betting, live roulette, and much, much more. Place your bets at www.superbet.gy or visit any one of our agents. Terms and conditions apply. Must be 18 and over. Play responsibly.
Here's what's happening on Waterloo Street at John Lewis Styles during the month of June. Shop for Father's Day and you could win an all-inclusive trip for two to Arrow Point Nature Resort. Buy any men's suit and get a free tie, or buy any men's pair of shoes and get a free pair of socks. Traveling this summer? Buy any luggage set and get a free travel pouch. Visit us on Waterloo Street for more choices and better prices. John Lewis Styles. Simply different.
Get the right seal right now from Industrial Supply of Guyana, Inc., your immediate SKF sealing solutions. The SKF Seal Jet Machine is capable of building seals from 5mm to 600mm in diameter in under 5 minutes. With technical support readily available, you can get a customized seal to suit virtually any industrial application, like buffer, rod, wiper, and piston seals. SKF Seal Jet Machine, now at Industrial Supply of Guyana, Inc.
Your child needs nutrients every day. Enfagrow has DHA and iron, which supports your child's mental development. Enfagrow has components which cow's milk does not contain. Support your toddler's growth and complement their diet with Enfagrow. Let's fuel the wonder.
This product is not intended to be a substitute for breast milk. Mental development depends on various factors such as stimulation and adequate nutrition. Commercial cow's milk does not contain DHA but contains calcium and other nutrients.
Welcome back. You're watching the evening news. A 12-year-old female student of a school in Bartica, Region 7, was on Wednesday found with a quantity of cannabis concealed in her socks while attending classes. According to reports received, at about 13 hours, the head teacher reportedly received complaints that students were in possession of ganja in class. This prompted the head teacher to carry out random checks, during which she unearthed 2 transparent Ziploc bags containing the cannabis hidden in the student's socks. Upon being questioned, the student revealed that she got the drug from a female classmate who claimed to have stolen it from her father. When contacted, the father admitted the narcotics belonged to him since he would indulge in smoking weed. The students were questioned and were scheduled to meet with the Child Care and Protection Agency on Thursday. The father is being questioned by the police. Only recently, head of the Customs Anti-Narcotics Unit, James Singh, stated that the Drug Enforcement Unit would be working closely with other sectoral agencies and the Education Ministry to tackle the issue of illegal drugs making their way into schools. Public Service Minister Sonia Parag has reiterated the PPPC government's commitment to improving the lives of public servants, noting that this can already be seen in efforts at the ministry to not only enhance the public sector but also individual development. Find out more in this report.
These were the sentiments of Minister Sonia Parag on the occasion of the United Nations Public Service Day 2022, which is being observed under the theme Building Back Better from COVID-19, Enhancing Innovative Partnerships to Meet the SDGs. She noted that the PPPC administration proudly celebrates the contributions and dedication of public servants across Guyana who often work beyond the call of duty to advance the country's business. According to the Public Service Minister, this year's theme fits perfectly into the government's agenda to not only ensure Guyana achieves the Sustainable Development Goals, but also to modernize the local public service whilst promoting innovation across all sectors.
More than just investing in systems and policies, the government has committed significant amounts of resources towards the improvement of our most valued asset, our people, over 52,000 of whom are public servants. We are undoubtedly laser-focused on making sure that whatever we do has a positive impact on our people. None of the rich resources that we have can make a difference unless our people, including public servants, are happy, healthy, and comfortable in their daily lives.
Minister BHARRAT further stated that apart from the many financial incentives including tax reductions and cash grants implemented since August 2020, the government is deliberate with its other programs that will have a direct positive and long-term impact on the lives of citizens. This, she posited, can be seen in groundbreaking programs such as the 20,000 online scholarships initiative, which has benefited some 6,000 Guyanese already.
In a couple of years, at least 20,000 more Guyanese, inclusive of our valued teachers and other public servants, will be qualified and equipped to capitalize on the many opportunities that are beginning to surface. At the Ministry of Public Service, we have also revamped our training department to ensure that it only administers carefully designed courses that address whatever shortcomings we may have throughout the public service. Added to that, we have also boosted the operations of the Ministry's Center for Excellence in Information Technology so that public servants throughout Guyana can remain abreast with the relevant technological advancements, also at no cost to them.
The Public Service Minister further stated that the PPPC government is committed to ensuring that public servants are also served in the best way possible, be it access to better education and training opportunities or improved housing and health care services. Reporting for the Evening News, Fanu Manakchan.
24-year-old Christian Joseph, also known as Sun, who has been wanted for allegedly setting fire to 22-year-old Sheldon Harry and his Venezuelan girlfriend during a row at Peruni Landing Mazaruni River, was apprehended on Thursday. Based on reports received, Joseph of Kitty, Georgetown, was captured at about 4 hours at Topside, Peruni, Region 7. He was escorted to the Bartica police station, where he is expected to be questioned in relation to the murder and attempted murder committed on Henry and his girlfriend on June 6. It has been reported that more than 2 weeks after the incident, Harry succumbed to his injuries while receiving medical attention at the Georgetown Public Hospital. His girlfriend has reportedly been discharged after spending a few days in the medical facility. Registration for the Women's Innovation and Investment Network WIN program has soared past 10,000 applicants countrywide. With this overwhelming response, the second phase is expected to commence soon. Shane Marks has that report.
Minister of Human Services and Social Security Dr. Vinya Prasad on Wednesday stated that there has been a significant increase in applicants for the Women's Innovation and Investment Network WIN.
The response to WIN, Women's Innovation Investment Network, has been overwhelming. Thank you for choosing WIN. The numbers have touched, 10,000. And so it means that 10,000 persons, of course the majority being women, from across all of the regions have seized this opportunity to register for the WIN program.
WIN is one of the ministry's primary flagships, which was launched in Barometer Region 1 in May of last year to highlight the program's accessibility in interland areas. Despite the high volume of applications, the minister encouraged more women from the interland regions to apply.
There are many regions we would like to see so many more of you joining the WIN family. Those in Region 6, those in Region 10, those in the hinterland regions. Remember that we have a hybrid model program which allows you to learn with us online or in person. So we are making every opportunity available to you so that you can be trained free of cost. It can change your life.
She nevertheless stated that Phase 2 of the program is expected to be launched since the ministry cannot facilitate all 10,000 applicants this year.
Even if we cannot accommodate all 10,000 this year, we will be keeping you on register so that you will have your opportunity through the WIN program. There will be a second phase of WIN, and if those of you who would have applied within this first phase would not have been able to be accommodated, usually because of budgetary constraints, we will definitely look at you being part of the WIN program in the second phase. And also in the second phase, there will be a newer course added to this complement of courses.
WIN offers accredited certificates in multiple disciplines from agencies such as ABMA UK, Roytech through the University of the West Indies, and the Institute of Distance and Continuing Education of the University of Guyana. Shane Marks, The Evening News.
The Central Immigration and Passport Office on Thursday related that its operations have been affected by a delayed shipment of materials used to print passports. A statement from the Guyana Police Force disclosed that the COVID-19 pandemic and other recent world events have caused the disruption of countless supply chains. As such, the Central Immigration and Passport Office has been affected by this disruption in the supply chain of materials. Nevertheless, Guyanese have been informed that this will be resolved in the coming weeks. The Central Immigration and Passport Office has said that the delayed shipment is expected here in August, after which normalcy would prevail. Additionally, the Passport Office has said it continues to provide passport and other immigration document services, and it is attempting to do so within the normal time frame of 5 working days. A teenage mother of a 10-month-old baby was among 4 persons remanded to prison on Thursday for trafficking in narcotics. Our Berbice correspondent Andrew Carmichael reports that the quartet confessed to trafficking the illegal drug.
Lilawati Sukram, 51, of Bender, and the teenage mother, Safria Ali, both of Lot 113, Newmarket Street, Rose Hall Town, Quarantine, along with Delcon Potter, 39, of Glasgow, East Bank, Berbice, and Rajin Salup, 32, of Edinburgh, East Bank, Berbice, all pleaded not guilty to the charge when they appeared before Magistrate Rabindranath Singh at the Reliance Magistrates Court. Police stated that on June 19, the 2 females were observed carrying a bulky multicolored shopping bag and were acting in a suspicious manner. As such, a search was carried out in the bag, during which a transparent plastic containing ganja was unearthed and, when weighed, amounted to 2.7 kilograms. Police prosecutor Fiona Simpson told the court that the 2 females confessed that they would have received the bag from one of the men. The women are being represented by attorney-at-law Ryan Crawford, while the men are being represented by attorney Stacey Goodings. Crawford related that his clients received a sealed package and did not know what was in it. On the other hand, Goodings told the court that her client have never seen the 2 women, while noting that the police are claiming that the drug was found on Strand, New Amsterdam, but they were arrested at their private homes. However, the prosecutor said that Potter also confessed during a video-recorded interview that he would have collected the package from Salup to drop off to the ladies. The matter has been transferred to the New Amsterdam Magistrates Court for Friday. Andrew Carmichael, The Evening News.
And now for a look at the bridge reports.
Sidamrara Harbour Bridge is scheduled to be closed on Friday, June 24, 2022 at 1 hours for a period of 90 minutes. Meanwhile, the Berbice River Bridge is scheduled to be closed on Friday, June 24, 2022 at 13 hours 35 for a period of 1.5 hours.
Details on CPL draft to be announced soon, and Women's Super 50, Guyana routed for 23 as Jamaica storms into final. Details of these stories and more in this podcast, sponsored by MacCorp, coming up on the other side of the break.
Looking to bring your dream home to reality, or simply taking on a home improvement project? Then National Hardware Limited is where you should start. Let us put that touch to your home. Choose from over 1,000 Berger Paint original hues for any surface. We are known for our trusted brands such as Westinghouse, Philips, Satco, Rubbermaid, Pyrex, Gibson Home, and so much more. National Hardware Limited, your do-it-best store, located in downtown Georgetown and industrial site Rheinveld.
Gold mining can be expensive if you don't have the right tools. Mining requires engines that can pump high volumes of water and slurry, the most tried and tested of which are TOUTS engines. TOUTS engines are among the most reliable in the world. Where can you get them? At your #1 industrial solutions provider, Sylvies. We have them in 2 to 6 cylinders, ranging from 23 horsepower to 80 horsepower. Most miners use TOUTS engines because they're lightweight, use less fuel, and require less maintenance because they are air-cooled. So what are you waiting for? If you can't make it to our 31 High and Hatfield Streets Georgetown location, we can deliver. Give us a call on 227-6226 or WhatsApp us on 623-7755 or visit our website sylviesonline.com. Sylvies Industrial Solution, proudly serving Guyana for over 4 decades.
Your child needs nutrients every day. Enfagrow has DHA and iron, which supports your child's mental development. Enfagrow has components which cow's milk does not contain. Support your toddler's growth and complement their diet with Enfagrow. Let's fuel the wonder.
This product is not intended to be a substitute for breast milk. Mental development depends on various factors such as stimulation and adequate nutrition. Commercial cow's milk does not contain DHA but contains calcium and other nutrients.
Alki Investment has been with Macrop since the year 1994, where we bought our first machine, and Macrop has continued to be supportive for us. Our company purchased about 15 excavators, I think, from over the years, from Macrop, and we are looking forward to having a wonderful experience with the new machines purchased, the 320GX.